Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Superman number 44 in the first story, Playthings of Peril. It's a Toyman story, and I kind of enjoy Toyman stories. It's also a story about Superman helping the needy, the poor, and the unfortunate. Also stories I like. In fact, we seem to have cracked the code of doing this sort of story with a villain here. Will they continue this? Probably not. We're going to go back to mobster stories, aren't we? Aren't we? But I'd rather be doing stories about Superman helping people than, the generic mob story, or even him fighting villains sometimes, because, as I said, Superman should be saving people. So there is this area in Metropolis called Bottleneck Lane. It is slums. It's shanty towns. Everyone who works there has bad jobs. They can barely afford their shanty house. There are a lot of children. By the way, I have to bring it up, especially if you're new to watching these. Superman destroyed the slums back in Action Comics 7, one of the most ridiculous and insane things he's ever done. I'm going to hold to that, even with future comics. He destroyed the slums without ever warning anyone. He just straight up started destroying people's homes. And then the military attacked him, and in that, they kind of helped him destroy the slums. So, due to a natural disaster bill that would pay for low-income, nice housing apartments, so they could be built there, and they were built there. And then slums kept reappearing in Superman comics. Maybe there were multiple slums, but it still feels like a continuity issue when they didn't have much on the way continuity. I mean, Perry White and the Daily Planet show up after being George Taylor in the Daily Star in like 10 issues after that. Lois and Clark write stories to try to force public action into helping these people. Of course, that doesn't work. Rich people don't care. Rich people still don't care. Rich people are rich people. They suck. They only want more money, or all of the money. That's the problem. The Toyman, though, reads this, and he comes up with a plan. So he goes to each one of the big rich people in Metropolis. None of them we've heard of before, even though we've met quite a few rich people in the run of Superman. He tells them he can build these toys, and he has like these big models, like a big train set, some ridiculous toys. Remember, Toyman could just be making billions of dollars building his toys, but instead he commits low-level crimes. I mean, you do what you want to do. Live your dream, Toyman. The rich people then can donate these and seem like they're doing something without actually having to do anything. Toyman will do everything, even fix the repairs that need to happen on these toys. So they donate these toys. Lois and Clark are around while the children are playing with them. The toys then are programmed to crash and cause harm, which Superman then saves those kids from that. So I guess the Toyman was totally okay with killing children. He's becoming less fun of a villain, though greater in his threat. As these toys are back in the workshops at these Richmond companies or offices to be fixed, they have bugs in them that the Toyman built. So he overhears how to get into each one of these Richmond's safe. So he breaks into each one of these safes. Well, he breaks into some of them. He doesn't get all of them, and steals all their money. Once again, he probably could have made more money by just selling these toys. Unless, like, all their money was in these safes. So I guess he's like a multi-millionaire. Maybe hundreds of millions, even closer to $1 billion. This is where this comic gets awesome and sort of falls in the line of stories I see as, good job, comrade Superman. Superman meets up with all these rich people and tells them, I can get your money. I can restore it all. I can get the Toyman. And they're like, great, under one condition. Now, usually, superheroes shouldn't have conditions. They are selfless in their heroicism. So usually I wouldn't like this, but no, this is pretty great. He basically tells each one of these rich men he will get their money back if they use it to fix up Bottleneck Lane and hire hire the people who live there for good jobs so they can, spread the wealth, communism. Well, not quite communism, though he is forcing them to do good. They're like, F you, Superman, we're not going to do that. Of course, Toyman now is unstoppable because Superman's like, okay, I don't care about this. I will protect those children. Who cares about your money being taken? Thank you, Superman. Oh, he's so much better than like that Wolfingham story that happened relatively recently where he helped a bunch of rich men get their money back. Because F those rich men, it was a drop in the bucket for them. Of course, they then panic because now they're losing money and they agree to Superman's terms, and Superman puts a stop to all of this and gets their money back. And at the end, Bottleneck Lane is no longer a slum. So Superman has affected real change by, forcing rich people, which you have to do to actually give up their money for the betterment of society. Good for you, Comrade Superman. More of these stories, less mobster stories, just in general, less mobster stories. Okay, that is it from Superman 44, Playthings of Peril. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when new videos up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let us ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? Whatever happened to Superman forcing rich people to do good things? Man, if I was Superman, Elon Musk would be hiding underground in kryptonite. Okay, have a great day.